Hi everyone, it's Rael Klein and welcome to another movie of the week. And the movie of this week was Dead Poet Society from 1989. So if you haven't watched it, watch it now. If you're new here, I do a movie every week. I talk about it here and you guys comment below at the end of every video. I say the movie for next week so you can follow along. And this is actually the last movie of the week for this year, 2023. And this is my first year of doing movie of the week and I started January 1st. And it's kind of been a crazy year. A lot has happened. And I don't know, I just kind of find like a little bit joy in doing this, like rewatching movies I've seen before and trying to look at it with a certain lens, a certain perspective. I really enjoy it, and if you didn't know, I'm planning to do this next year and the year after and the year after, and I have it all planned out and I'm ready to go. So I really enjoy doing this. So let's get into this. We're gonna make this short. Dead Poet Society, Ethan Hawke is so young. But those who don't know, if you haven't watched this movie before, this movie is a classic movie and it's only actually my second time watching it, but it's like a classic movie. And it's like a touching movie and it's like great to see, you know, boys in high school, like men in general, like have this like interest with poetry. It's like kind of interesting to see. And Robin Williams is great, and so it's just like beautiful to see this like with these boys and like their love for poetry and how over time their like relationship with each other is just so nice and genuine and great. Of course, they're all like going through a little bit different things, and so we do have that like main character that I'm obviously thinking of his name because if you know me, I'm really bad with names. But he's like, you know, his dad wants him to be a doctor and all this stuff, and so, you know, Robin Williams, like, it's great when you have like these teachers that like open your mind to things, and so he was the teacher that like opened their mind and wanted them to look at things in a different perspective, which is also like, I think like English is like, because I think they were studying English, right? That was like, that's kind of the subject to have it, to like open your mind is English, like that is the subject. So yeah, so this boy, he had like wanted to do acting. Like I feel like he was kind of like the leader of the group, the leader of the Dead Poet Society. He was the one who was like really into poetry, which is like so crazy to see boys again like so into it. But he wanted to take on acting and all that element. He was very passionate about it. Also, this is a really important thing I want to say. This movie's rated PG when it should not. And I think I probably talked about this in the past, but back in the days, they were kind of less lean with their ratings. So there's a lot of probably movies from the 80s, 70s, whatever, that are rated PG that shouldn't be. This should be rated PG-13 because there was a lot of like explicit, like not language, but like there was, you know, there was like making out and then like, spoiler, which I'm gonna say, like he commits suicide. So like the movie should have been PG-13. Just wanted to say that. But yeah, it's like so sad that like, and so then his dad is not accepting of him. His dad wants to send him to military school, so he does commit suicide. And like it's kind of this thing where it's like I think about it like, what if he didn't commit suicide? Like, would this movie still have that same effect? Like where were we gonna go in the story? Like he had to commit suicide. Like is that the, like, would there not be a story if he didn't commit suicide? Like, what, he'd just be sent to military school and then, like, the Dead Poet Society, like, maybe it wouldn't keep going. But, like, I think it's, like, there's this effect of him committing suicide, but I don't know. It's, like, this thing, it's, like, did he need to commit suicide? But then it's, like, is there a story there? But I hate when it's, like, stories about people committing suicide. So can they tell this, like, loving story about men who, like, are in this poetry club without someone committing suicide? Like, I don't know. I think the people are gonna get mad at me for what I'm saying, but no one watches these videos anyway. But I'm just like, I feel like, I don't know, they could have told the story without the suicide. And it's just so sad. And like his friends, like how they are affected by it. And then at the end, you know, one of them speaks out against Robin Williams' teacher. And then they have that like classic scene at the end where they're all standing on the desk, and that's like very classic scene. Another thing is like, I feel like the acting is always stronger in these older movies. They're just better actors, and like the way it's not like they're trying to be too cinematic with the shots, but the acting is like overall like really good and everything. I'm going through this quickly because I have to go, so we're gonna kind of just end it there. But really classic movie, last movie of the year, woo. And then for next year we're doing like franchise and reboots and everything. So we're gonna actually start with the Before Sunrise, whatever franchise, whatever you want it. So the first movie is Before Sunrise from 1995 with Ethan Hawke. So make sure you comment your thoughts about Dead Poets Society below and watch Before Sunrise for next week. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for 2023. Bye.